Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Kenley Matheson, who was 20 years old when he went missing back on September 21st of 1992 from Wolfville, Nova Scotia. He was attending Acadia University and he disappeared without a trace. No eyewitnesses came forward, no body was found, no suspects emerged, and no leads surfaced. For 3 decades now, investigators from the local PD and the RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, to private detectives, have been stumped with no answers. So this is the bio from the series on Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can check out the documentary there. So it did several spreads, and let's go ahead and get into them. So in this first spread, my interpretation of the cards is that someone was looking forward to setting Kenley up and tricking him, and I believe that this is in regards to a female. So we have the 3 of Wands, 9 of Cups, the Moon card, 7 of Swords, then we have, I think that's the 10 of Swords, and then we have the Cups, the Ace of Cups, and then the 2 of Cups, and then the 2 of Wands, and then the Page of Swords, and then the Emperor. And then whoever did that went to somebody, which I think is a police officer, somebody like a father, like they like something happened, and it was regarding a girlfriend or something. Somebody, maybe they felt like he overstepped his bounds with a girlfriend, somebody's girlfriend or somebody's daughter or something regarding a girl. And somebody at that school hurt him, harmed him, and then they went to somebody else to ask for protection or guidance, who was then able to put a plan together to, control the narrative, and they worked as a team to swiftly, deal with the situation, like to cover it up, so this is what I'm getting. And then, so with the Wheel of Fortune, and then the 8 of Wands, and then the 6 of Swords, they came up with a plan to put his body in a body of water. So that's what I come up with the Wheel of Fortune for completion. The 8 of Wands, whatever it was, they had to take care of it swiftly, and they had to take the body someplace. And the 6 of Swords, them being on a boat and placing the body in a body of water. So in this spread, it speaks to me in regards to there being a couple people involved in this. So as I said initially, I think this has to do, there's a female involved, and there may have been an overreach or some sort of boundaries that were violated or perceived to have been violated. So with the Devil card, the 4 of Pence, and the King of Pence, I feel like that is representative of one, the King of Pentacles is some sort of official person. I'm kind of feeling like somebody that's law enforcement, or somebody who has some kind of power, some kind of position of power in society. Then you have, so the Devil card also representing oppression, and then the 4 of Pence also representing guarding or stabilizing or providing some level of stability. And then you have the cards down under, which kind of don't really feel like they have anything to do with the reading, but I think that this is where it's saying that the body was placed in the water. So with the Temperance card, we see the foot in the water. We also see the Judgment card, there's a boat in the water. And then whoever did this feeling at peace about it with the reversed 3 of Swords. And then we see a female figure, or at least somebody, I guess, being honest about, and energetic and feeling good about, how the situation was resolved. I think more so about how it was covered up, and them feeling like completion and this, or the decisive moment, brought about some level of resolve. And there's some confidence in that with the 6 of Wands. So I think that this is all surrounding the individuals involved and how it was done, the oppressor needing to guard their identity in this, but also, getting into the Temperance and the water. Like, I see all this water. So that's what we see for this spread. Let's see what the other ones show. In this spread, we see I was drowned or I was submerged in water. Of course, this is from my true crime deck. And then police, sheriff, or cops were involved. I feel like this was the relative of somebody that was involved. I feel like this is like a student that went to a relative that called a father, somebody, an older brother, an uncle, somebody that works in law enforcement, and that sought their assistance with covering this up and disposing of Kenley's remains allegedly. And in this spread, it's like there's a message to his sister saying, no, I didn't commit suicide. I don't want you to ever think that. This is not a suicide. It's like my death was planned. Whoever did this definitely had like some kind of issue with Kenley, was probably jealous of him, or something. Something was going on. It says my coworkers were involved with my disappearance. So we know he wasn't working, but he was a student. And I don't have a student card. I don't have a card that says my fellow classmates were involved. So I take this as my classmates, people that I was going to school with, were involved with my disappearance. It says I was placed in a body of water. So that's all the confirmation from my gut intuition with this. And that completes the reading. So this is a significantly older case. There's a lot of theories and so forth. Yeah, like going into this, like before I drew the cards, I kind of thought it was something different. I thought it was something else. So I was kind of shocked by what I found with the cards. So, but anyway, thank you for supporting the video. Thank you for requesting this video. This was a requested reading. And thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. And we will see you in the next video. Take care.